Ah, yes, it's that time of year again. The only time after Halloween and before Thanksgiving that you're allowed to play Christmas music. It's time for the Operation Christmas Child Shoebox Packing Party. But you say, there's so many items. I just want to pack them all. And I don't know what items I can't pack. What should I do? Good question. Let's pack a shoebox together and find out. First, let's pick a box. You'll note that for your convenience, each box is exactly the same and they're all pre-labeled. So all you need to do is pick one. Go ahead. Seriously, just pick any box. Great. Now that you've got your box, let's move on to step 2, age range and gender. As we said before, each box is pre-labeled. Simply refer to the label on your box. It looks like you've got a box for a girl age 5 to 9. Perfect. And now let's pack the box. You'll first want to head to the 3 tables lined up in the back. Here, you will go down the line and take one of every item. Then, refer again to the label on your box and head to the appropriately marked table for your age range. This can be ages 2 to 4, 5 to 9, or 10 to 14. Be sure to read the instructions listed at those tables to ensure you take the proper amount of items. At this point, the shoebox is almost packed, but before you close that lid, we've got one more thing to add. We're going to include a handwritten note inside of each box. Grab yourself a pen and paper and write something, and be sure to make it legible. When you're all done, fold it up and put it on. And now, on to the last step. After you've put your handwritten note inside, you're ready to take your box and stack it with the other packed boxes. Look at you go! Oh, and don't forget about that check! No, not that check. This check. Remember, each box costs $9 to ship. Great job! Now that we've seen how to correctly pack a box, let's look at how to incorrectly pack one. We'll start with some common misconceptions. First, it might be a shoebox, but don't pack your shoes in the box. What about another misconception? Here's a good one. Don't pack things in your shoe. And lastly, a classic. As tempting as it may be, we would ask that you refrain from packing your children. Though, I will admit, he does look pretty excited. Now that we've cleared that up, let's look at some things that you should not pack. Uh-oh. Sorry, champ. No liquids allowed. As it turns out, there are many items that are big and bulky, and you should carefully consider them before you put them in a box. Like, whatever this thing is. And while that is quite impressive, it's also not allowed. You might be wondering, what happens if some of these items do make it through? Well, not to worry. We have a wonderful team of expert quality control analysts. Nothing gets by them. Now, after you've finished packing, you might be wondering, how's my little box doing? And conveniently for you, there's a handy QR code right on the label, so you can track like this. And not like this. And when it's all said and done, just imagine the joy on the child's face when they get their box and find...
Yes! This is exactly what I wanted!